Hi guys, Melanie here with Yoga and Mobility with Mel, and we're doing a little bit of some baby and mommy yoga today. So just grab your baby and maybe grab about 3 or 4 toys for them just in case, and let's get started. So we're gonna start over your baby, just on your hands and knees in this quadruped position. And she's noisy and a little bit cranky today. So just stare down at your baby, make some faces, contact with them. And while we do that, we're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. So we're going to tuck the toes, drop the belly, arch, pull the chest forward. Try to kind of pull your hands back towards your knees. Exhale, untuck, curl around the spine, curl all the way up. Push your hands to the floor. Do a little wiggle side to side. Maybe pat baby on the belly. Just give him some funny faces. And then just rock yourself side to side, side to side. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Okay? And then sometimes they'll scoot themselves back. So just give them a little pull back down your mat. And then after we do a few rounds more, tuck the toes, drop the belly, arch, pull your chest forward. Exhale, untuck, curl around your spine all the way up. Wiggle your hips side to side, side to side, side to side. Good. And then from here, let's just sit back into child's pose. So sit back, hips to your heels. And then maybe not forehead on the ground, but you can just kind of grab onto their little hands and give a little bit of a play. Every time I grab her hands, she wants to curl up and do a little sit-up. So take a few breaths here and just wiggling your hips a little side to side, getting a nice little stretch into your lower back. This one's been spinning up a lot, and she also loves to play with her little muslin. You want to play with this? Okay, so let's come back onto the hands and the knees. We're going to do a little bit of some strength and a little bit of movement for our shoulder joint. Yeah. So in this hands and knees position, we'll take right hand, bring it forward. You can do straight hand or make a fist. And then we're going to lift the arm up, rotate the arm back, bringing it down, thumb by your side, and then reverse back and around. Up and around. Good. So the only thing you want to move is just the arm. So nothing else is moving. You're not dropping your belly. You're not shifting to the sides. And it's just that arm moving around in space. Let's do 2 more. And it's challenging because there's a lot of support on the other hand, which can be kind of hard. Couldn't it? 1 more. Rotate back. Good. And then let's switch sides. So one thing you want to pay attention to here is that your ribs aren't dropping to the floor. Previously when we did cat-cow, we did a rounding and a dropping kind of the ribs, but now I want you to stay nice and neutral, like you have a glass of water on your back and you don't want it to move. So let's do the other side. Other hand, you can make a fist or straight arms. Up and around. Hey. Make some faces at your little one. Good. She loves to watch while I'm moving my hand around in space. We're doing this to help our shoulder joint. Especially with a new baby, breastfeeding if you are, or just holding your baby in general, it really takes a toll on the upper body because we end up kind of rounding and slouching and being in funny positions. As much as we might try not to, if the baby is sleeping and you don't want to move, and it's a 4-month sleep regression, then it's a little bit of a challenge, isn't it? Okay, when you get done with that, just release. Come down onto your elbows, forearms onto the mat. And then just give a little wiggle around, give a little kiss. Okay, so what we're going to do is elbows on the ground, hands on the outside of the baby. You're just going to move, shift forward, and kiss your baby. We'll do it 10 times. So you're going to shift forward. 1, 2, and do it slow. And as you do it, you're going to get a nice work on the back of your arms. 3, 4, mommy may have lost count. She just loves to kiss you. 5, she loves to be kissed. 6, so go slow. 7, as you come forward. 8, 9, 10. Very good. Give him little paddle. Sit back, do a little child's pose, and so you may definitely feel that onto the back of the arms, kind of into the triceps, so that's a really nice one. Wiggle a little side to side, side to side. And then shift forward. Come onto the hands and the knees. And from here, we're going to do a little bit of work on the legs. We're going to do a little bit of hip work. So let's come back down onto the elbows and forearms. And then we're going to do a little bit of hip rotation. So bring your knees a little bit closer together. And we're going to lift up right leg. So right leg's going to lift up into the air. As you lift up, don't let your belly drop, but with elbows down to the floor closer, it's a little bit harder to do that. Then you're going to take the knee out to the side, up to the elbow, and then into the center. And then you're going to bring the knee up to the elbow, as close as you can, out to the side, heel up, and down. And again, press the heel up, squeeze, hip extension, knee out to the side, up and around, hi boo, hi boo. And then knee back up to the elbow, out and around, heel up, and down. One more, press the heel up, hi, knee out to the side, hi. Oh, you got a toy! And then reverse, knee to the elbow, out and around, heel up, and down. Good. Give your baby a little kiss if you like. Let's do the other side. Let's hope you don't get knocked in the face with the toy, because she did just hit my tooth. You did hit my tooth. Maybe mommy will back up a little bit. Other leg. So press the heel up, squeeze. Then you bring the knee out to the side, up to the elbow, into the center. And then reverse, knee to the elbow, out and around, heel up, and down to the center. Let's give you Sophie. Take Sophie. And then again, heel up, out to the side, up to the elbow, into the center, up to the elbow, out and around, heel up, and center. Let's do one more. Press the heel up. So you're trying not to shift your hips to the sides, but keeping your hips in one spot. And this is pretty hard, so don't be surprised. It's a little bit challenging. And back to the center. Very good. Sit back, a little child's pose. Hey. Give your babe a toy. Give them a little jiggle on their belly. Shake them around a little. Let's come into a downward facing dog from here. Boo, 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 boo. So, I find it works best so you can look at them. You want to come forward so your hands are about hands with distance with their head, so sometimes I'll pull her back down. And then, let's give you just a little toy. Are you excited? Are you excited? So just test it out. Walk your hands about, above their head. And then you tuck the toes, lift the knees, and push up. If your little one likes to grab things, she might like to grab your hair. So having your hair up and out of your face is a plus, isn't it? Yeah. I have some wispy bits that fall down sometimes, and she likes to find them and grab onto them. Okay, so feet are hip width distance apart, and then we're just pedaling the legs out. So you're just bending your legs left, right, left, right, left, right. And what we're trying not to do is make a big C in your spine, but think sending your tailbone hips up to the sky, and which may mean you don't have your legs straight. So just bend your knees, and then just walk it out. Hands pushing into the ground, pressing your armpits back. If you're looking forward at the babe, kind of makes your neck a little bit sore, you just drop your head down, shake it out. Yes and no, no and yes. She'll be like, what? And if it does cause your neck a little bit of kind of stiffness, just walk your hands even further forward. Then you don't have to hold your neck up. Shake it around, pedal your legs. Good. Try to breathe in and out the nose. Is that fun? Is that fun? So, from here, let's lower. Bend your knees to the sides of your babe. And then slowly, 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 slowly lower your knees down. Super slow. Hover, maybe, just above the ground. And then all the way down. Yay! Sit back. Give it a little shake, a little cuddle, a little kiss. Hi, hi, baby. Good. All right. From there, come back up. And then tuck your toes again. Lift the knees, lift the hips, push back and up. And then let's step your right foot forward to the top. So step the right foot forward and up to the outside of your bag. And then lower your knee down, obviously avoiding the little poopy. Hi. Hi. So you can keep your hands on the ground. If this is not very accessible to you, then grab your yoga blocks. 1 or 2, put them down to your side, and that'll help to lift you up so that you can get down a little bit easier. Okay, so from there, you can have an elbow on your knee, one hand on the block, and we're just going to shift forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And then just kind of moving back and forth. So block or no block, up to you. Hi. Hi. Should I give you a new toy? How about this one? Okay, then we're going to shift forward, keeping your hand on the block or on the floor. And then we're going to just reach the arm up, reach it back, and then come back down. Take a little bit. Inhale the arm up, twist, open, reach back. And then bring the arm back down. And then again, lift the arm up, open, twist, reach back. And then take the hand behind your back. Kind of grab towards your opposite hip as much as you can. And then really like push down through the left hand as you roll your right shoulder back and look up towards the ceiling. Shake your head, your neck out. This is all good for kind of tight shoulders that can happen. Hi, boo. Hi, boo. 3, 2, 1. Release the arm. Bring it back down to the floor. Again, with blocks or not, just shift back and then let's get a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So think more hips to the back. You can flex your toes up. You don't have to have your knee bent again. So hands on the blocks or hands on the floor, depending on your level of mobility. And then just pause here. If you need to scoot your foot forward further or back further, just kind of readjust yourself. Hey. And then we're just going to kind of pulse it kind of back and forth a little bit. Back and forth, back and forth. Feeling out tightness in the back of the leg. Hi, that's mommy's foot right by your face. Yeah. Hey, boo-boo. 3, 2, 1, and then let's release. Set the blocks to the side. Step your right foot back. Take it up into your downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, push it up and back. Yeah. So we won't stay here long, so don't worry too much about where your hands are. Pedal your legs out, and then we're going to step your left foot forward outside your bag. Boom. And then your other knee down. Of course, just avoiding. Let's give you this one. How about this toy? Yeah. Okay? Again, hands on or off the block. And then we're going to shift forward and back. Yeah. If your baby is teething, like mine is, she loves to suck on her little mushroom. Hi. So, moving forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Just kind of feeling out, stretching out into the front of the hips. Hey. Hey. They're so excited when you just hang out over top of them. Hi. Is that fun? Yeah. It is fun, isn't it? Okay. Now let's go ahead and come into our twist. So again, hand on the block or on the ground, up to you. We're going to take your left arm this time, open and twist, reach back, and then come back down and give a little tickle, 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 and find your toy. And then again, inhale, open and twist. Come back and down. Again, open and twist. Reach back. Stay here. Take your hand behind your hip. Grab for the opposite hip. And then kind of twist. Look up over your shoulder a little bit more. Hi. Hi. Hello. Boo. 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 So, just making faces. So much fun, isn't it? Good. And then release your arms. Stretch it back up. Reach back down, and then let's shift it back. So you can take your block with you, move your foot, adjust your foot forward if you need to, flex your foot. Knee can be bent again, and we're thinking about sliding those hips back towards the wall behind you. It's not about getting your legs straight. My knee is bent, and I'm definitely still getting plenty of stretch on my hamstring. Just Just make any little adjustments that you need, and then we're just going to kind of pulse back and forth a few times. Back and forth, back and forth. Hi! Are you so excited you're going to burst? Are you so excited? So just pulsing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth a few times. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Good. And then let's release that. Place your hands down. Step that left foot back. Let's just do a little wiggle side to side. Hips left, right, left, right. Hi. She loves it when my head bobs around the place, so just let your head kind of sway side to side, like a rainbow. And then let's do a few hip circles. So maybe walk your knees back a little bit, and then we're just going to do some big circles with the hips. Hello. We'll do 3 times in one direction. Hello. And then do 3 times the other direction. Hey. Hey. Now we're going to do some baby kisses. These are her favorite. So depending on the level of strength that you feel you have postpartum, it may not be a lot. So maybe you're a little bit closer and you can bend your elbows out, and then you're just going to give some kisses. Okay, so that's kind of like maybe easier to start with. And making sure that you have the strength to do it. Obviously, you don't want to fall into your baby. And otherwise, you can, as you progress, you can move your knees back a little bit further and get into a kind of semi-chaturanga pose. So ideally having your hips forward and in one line so that you're not just dumping and dropping your belly down, but think squeezing your butt down towards the floor, pulling your lower belly up and in. Okay, so this would be kind of like a harder progression to work towards. And then we're going to keep elbows in, and then we're going to kiss the baby. 2. Let's do 5. 3. 4. A little bit easier version. You can stay in the quadruped position, and then you 5, and even easier probably. Elbows go out to the sides. Yes. Let's do 2 more. Okay, any of those variations. Yeah. And then sit back and rest. Was that fun? Was that fun? Stretch the arms. Sit your hips back. Good. Hey. Hey, boo. Now, let's come back forward. Come onto a seated position. Hey. Hey, do. Hey, do. Good. We're going to do just a little bit of some hip work. One of my favorites to strengthen and a little bit of stretch into our hips. So you're going to come seated with your feet kind of to the outsides of the mat, outsides of the bed. We're going to grab onto the ankles. First, let's do a little spine stretch. This is one of my favorite spine stretches. So you grab onto your ankles, you're going to round and like push your spine back behind you, drop your head in towards your chest. Feel like you're pulling your arms, like you're really gripping onto your ankles and you're pulling your spine back and then dropping your head down. So you want to feel it stretching all through the arm and all across the middle and upper back. Drop your head down. Make some silly faces. Give them a toy again if they need. Roll your head a little side to side. Side to side. Really, this kid was screaming just before this. Just before this, you were screaming your head off, weren't you? Okay, so keep pulling back. You're pulling your spine behind you into the wall, whatever's behind you, as you stay grounded. Your feet stay in the floor. Okay. Inhale, come back up. Keep your hands on your ankles. You're going to use your arms like solid posts, and we're going to squeeze your knees into your arms. So we're going to squeeze the knees into the arms pushing out the other way, so you're creating an isometric contraction. And then after that, I'm going to have you just release the legs. Legs are going to go down towards the floor and keeping your arms exactly where they are, just hands on your ankles. Ready? Let's begin. Start 2. elbows drive into the knees to push out, knees push in towards one another. So you're trying to drive your knees in towards your middle, and your elbows and your arms are trying to push out at the same time. So it may not look like we're doing a lot, but a lot of work is happening in the legs. And we'll hold. Push out as hard as you can, squeeze in as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to release the elbows and that push out. And now just drive your knees down and out to the sides as far as you can. Somebody stood up, so let's just hands on the ankles, knees drive down, push out to the sides, drive it down, push it down, squeeze down, hold it here. Keep your spine long and tall, hands are gripped on the ankles, so your spine is getting longer, those knees are trying to drive down and out even more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead and release. Just butterfly your legs up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, we're going to come into that traditional Supta Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose here. Depending on the size of your baby. Let's scoot you back a little bit. So, I can't quite get her in between my legs. That's fine. So just get your feet to the outsides of the babe. And then you can have them forward or back, depending. She likes to kick into my stomach. And then we're just going to come forward as far as we can. Hi! And then we're going to sway a little side to side, just getting a nice stretch into the lower back. You may not be able to get this far. I'm a little bit more flexible in this end, but you can stay up here. And then we're rocking side to side. So as you move side to side, so let's move to your left side. Right hand on your right knee, push that right knee down as you lean over to your left side. Hi. Hi. And you get a really nice stretch down this side of the back. Hello. Hello. Boo boo, do we need to give you a toy? How about this? You've got 2 toys in one. So just breathe here. And then switch sides. So you're going to lean over to the other side. So your left hand pushes down onto your left knee. So kind of driving it down to the floor as you lean the other way. Hey. You don't want to play with those? How about Sophie? Yeah. Anything that goes in her mouth, she's happy. Stay here, breathe. Feels great on my hips. Hey, yay. Good. And then release. And then just do a little side to side, side to side. Let's just do one more stretch out. Let's take the legs forward and just kind of to the outside of the leg. Again, you can have your knees bent up if you're not so flexible in your hamstrings, or you can have your legs straight. And then you're going to walk your hands down, think belly forward towards your legs or towards your babe. Hey. Grab onto your feet if you can. Again, if you're not that flexible in your hamstrings, here, grab onto, bend your knees up. Hi, Hi, you okay? Hi, you want to come up? Drop your head. Stretch it out. Now's a good time too if you want to do a little tummy time. Throw the toys in front. And then let's roll you over. Let's roll you over. Woo-hoo. Yeah. And then you don't have to worry about them kicking you in the belly quite so much. Reach down, drop your head. Hey, boo. Mwah. Are you looking at the camera? Sway side to side, side to side. Take a few breaths. Good. All right. Breathe. This one really feels good in the lower back, middle back, wherever you're a little bit tight, hamstrings as well. Try less rounding into a C, but try to think kind of belly coming forward a little bit. And as you drop your head, you'll get a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Hey, boo. Quietest you've been. All right, and then make your way back up. Very good. And then if your babe will be very compliant with it, maybe you can lie down, put them on your belly so they get a little bit more tummy time, and relax and just do a few breaths. So let's see how this will work with you today, huh? Okay, so let's pick you up. And then you wanna, if you just had a baby, try not to roll all the way back, but you're gonna kind of turn towards your side. Sit babe down by you. Turn to the side, come down, lying onto your back, and take your legs straight forward. Ooh, what a good birth. And then just kind of put them onto your belly here. You can put them onto the side, or you can put them straight down you, like this. Hi. As long as you just have a hold on them so they don't roll off you. And then, Shavasana. As good of a Shavasana as you can, until your baby gets a little bit cranky. So we can relax here, and especially if you've got your babe on your belly this way, I want you to think about breathing and feeling your ribs expand into where a baby is. Hi. Take some deep breaths. Inhale. So try to think full deep breaths, feel the expansion of your rib cage. And again, it works really nice if you have them kind of right the weight of their chest right onto your ribs as well. Good tummy time for them also. Take a few more breaths here. We love it. Hi. And that's it. A nice short little practice. Hopefully your babe at home was happy and compliant like this one did well today. You did so well. You did so well. You did so well. Give your babe lots of kisses and cuddles, and we'll see you next time.